Money rules the world, money makes the world go round. 我们刚刚回国。We completely empty.
We just got back from Singapore and Korea, and this entire trip we basically spent shopping. I think we spent every single day in a mall or in an antique shop. Italiano. Basically.
You know when you had like this little hole like inside your soul that you just can't fill?
They're gonna cancel me, Andy! If you haven't seen the vlogs already, they are probably in the description. And then you can see where we bought everything. And so, should we start with Korea? Most of the stuff that I bought in South Korea is actually materials for my upcoming exhibition that will kind of go more in depth with my cultural identity and Korean heritage. Basically, I bought a bunch of like traditional handmade Korean papers that is very commonly used and I think glued to like wooden boards. Basically patterned papers that I'm gonna try to do portraiture over, but I'm still not sure how the paper will react, so we'll see. And then here is basically the same thing. I bought a lot of like traditional Korean silk fabrics that I'm gonna try to paint over. Then I bought a shit ton of hanboks. One of my biggest priorities when I went back to Korea this time was to buy one hanbok, and I ended up with like 8 or something because I think it's called Hanbok Palace, which is basically like almost like a shopping mall that's only hanbok stores, and I think they go for maybe $100 or so on average.
Yeah, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, $150. And then we went to Dongmyo flea market, and I realized that they were selling them for $4 per hanbok. Myself, I was like, this is cheaper than the ugliest t-shirt you can find in a Swedish flea market. Like it's so cheap, and I decided to buy like all the pretty ones. For the longest time I was really afraid of wearing traditional Korean stuff because I felt like it was a form of cultural appropriation, and I grew up on like social justice Tumblr. The first time we visited my family, the first thing they did, the first time I ever met my grandmother, they dressed me in a hanbok, and I could just tell how happy it made them to see me wearing it. And so now I try to wear it proudly here in Sweden and kind of try to bring that energy with me back home. You know, I like paying homage to that part of my story through fashion, because fashion is, at the end of the day, it's a way of expressing yourself. That being said, I do agree that cultural appropriation is an issue and stuff, but I just feel like for me personally, it's not.
It depends. So we went to Seoul Folk Market.
Oh, best place on earth.
Best place on earth according to Agnes.
I've never been
also
at a better one.
Weirdest place on earth.
Bit of a weird energy in the market. There's not a lot of people shopping. There's so many people working, but it's kind of, you know, in like primary school when everybody was just like hanging out in the classroom before the teacher got there. There's kind of like this vibe amongst the shop owners.
They are more there for their own sake, to hang out with the other shop owners than to sell
really
you stuff.
Don't want to sell
they don't want to sell you anything. Good thing about this case is that it was the right size for one of the glasses which I bought in Singapore, which is coming up soon.
Next up, one of the greatest purchases of my life. I love this jacket, but it is a bit above my usual budget for clothing. I think it was like $50, and it's like out of my personal budget, but I really liked it. So first I refused to buy it because it was so expensive, but I couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I went back, and I'm really glad I bought it.
I kept pressuring you. 90s or 2000s anime shirt.
I tried to talk you out of this one. I like the shirt, I think it's cool, but I think it was overpriced.
It was quite expensive.
But this shirt is
it's
actually
like
very nice.
Some kind of mesh, like basketball mesh material.
And the really button, I think my favorite part about this is the button.
Also like a cheap thrift find from Dongmyo flea markets.
For an upcoming art project, stay tuned.
I got, as we say in Swedish, dille on bolo ties. I love my bolo ties. These This is like white jade.
So I bought one, Andy bought one, and then Andy bought two for his family members. So last year when I was in Korea, I bought this dragon lighter, and two of my friends have been really jealous of this, and they both had a birthday when I was gone. I got one of each, so now we can all match when we're destroying our lungs. When we visited my Korean family, they all had prepared like a bunch of engagement presents for us, which is so cute. They got us these matching love bracelets. They also got us like name stamps of our Korean names. I always sign my artwork with my Singaporean stamp that his dad got for me, but now I'll have two. I always like it when it's multiple stamps. So, long story short, I met my grandmother for the first time last year. I've only been back there twice and I don't speak any Korean. I feel a lot of love for her, but we cannot communicate in any way. And the only word that I remembered in Korean was like "ippo." So I just pointed everything pretty and I did it to her bracelet and she gave
Ippo
it.
means like beautiful.
And she just gave it to me, which I thought was very sweet. I will take good care of this. Moving on to Singapore, the country of shopping malls. We didn't shop that much in the malls. Most stuff from the streets.
From the street, y'all. Bras Bazaar.
Got this little bundle for just $2. I really want to practice ink painting more, and I thought this was a good way to do it with like low commitment. Ooh! I bought a corset, and I also bought this. We don't do the lingerie thing like that, but I really like wearing something like
this is not for me.
I really like pairing like lingerie and stuff with like a good power suit because of the juxtaposition. I hate that word, but I really like myself. A good juxtaposition. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am obsessed with anything that is covered in this type of fabric. I love me a good oriental, like, especially when it's like everyday objects that are usually ugly, but I love covering it in a good Chinese fabric.
For glasses.
For glasses? Oh.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Bro.
Nej, det var så många. An infinity mirror of
Infinity bags. Infinity bags. I got this mirror. I got this pencil case, I got this wallet, I got these also, and I also got this for Nyom. Get it.
Oh.
I think it may be a bit too small.
We'll put him on a diet.
I think this is actually for wine bottles when you're gifting them, but I was like, this is the perfect size.
And I just bought some gifts for my friends from the same shop, like just some chopsticks.
Also from my collection. Andy got this for me. There was this guy called Uncle Vintage who has a really cool vintage shop in Singapore near Bugis Street that you should definitely check out if you're there. It's from 20s?
I think it's like from when the Japanese were occupying Singapore or something.
And it has a pheasant on it. And if you didn't know, that's a favorite animal, and that's also the nickname Andy has for me.
This is the most expensive thing you own.
Is it?
No, but almost.
If you know me in real life, you know this was made for me. I love all things vintage, I love all things East Asian, I love all things pheasant, I love all things cigarette.
Even though you just quit smoking.
I'm quitting smoking. I don't promote smoking. I'm actively trying to quit smoking.
She basically quit, but she only does it like when she wants to.
I only do it when I'm upset, or if I'm partying, or if I'm on the phone with a friend, or if I'm bored, or if I'm stressed out, or if I'm celebrating anything. I do not endorse smoking. But I do endorse cool lighters. So we bought 6 of them. And it's really cool because it's like cups and bowls and they have lids and a little Buddha on top.
Buddha on top.
This was from Cash Converters.
It's basically a thrift store, but it's like a franchise.
Bought 4 for us and then we bought 2 for my sister. I think is really gonna love them. On our first day in Singapore, we went to Lucky Plaza, known for its thrift stores.
Yeah.
This one I kind of regret buying. I think this is kind of ugly, but there's something kind of charming about it too. This one was also from Lucky Plaza. I have a feeling.
Don't smell that
Ska
dirty
kolla.
shit.
Another like thrift franchise that is all over Singapore is a store called Refash. They only have women's clothes, and most of them are just like fast fashion from like 1 year ago. Like it's very plain looking clothes. But I went in there, I was like, I'm gonna give it a try, and it was actually this modern hanbok, which was really, really cool. It's like a hanbok style short sleeved top with like lace.
Found this lime green mesh shirt in Chinatown.
And also from Chinatown. These work well if you have red pants.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Do it.
Really nice fabric, actually. I think.
Also gifts for some friends.
Then we found this bigger one for even cheaper, and I really wanted to buy one of these, so I said, Andy, if I buy these, can we switch?
So I'm now gonna have to give like, these are from my bandmates, so one of them is gonna get a really big and nice one, or one of them is gonna get a tiny.
But this one was more expensive than this one.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be like, I like you this much, and I think you should really learn to not drag on the chorus.
You should work on your chops.
This one for $1, I thought it was really cute.
Food dogs that I'm gonna use for my bow ties.
We bought a bunch of magnets from Chinatown. These for your friends, right?
Yeah, for my friends. Also for my bow ties. Bow ties applies. Bow ties applies.
I bought this bag for my niece who really likes pandas and also really likes bags. But the more I have been wearing it, everything in me wants to keep it for myself. I just really have to step up my game because I think my other sister is her favorite aunt right now. And I think this is gonna help my kid.
You're going down, Matilda.
You're going down!
You're going
She's
down.
also the godmother.
And Agnes lost her wallet in the shop, and we had to go back and find her wallet in the shop. And there was panic all around. But then we found her wallet in the shop, and everything was okay. Panda.
I think, Andy, we both have been lacking our own signature cup.
Yeah.
And today we fixed that. The only kind of inconvenience with them, considering that they're going to become our signature cup, is that I don't think you can put them in the microwave. We bought 3 kilograms of taro powder because I am obsessed with taro. I just realized that I was buying a quite expensive taro drink from downstairs that was basically 90% ice every single day, and I was like, for this amount of money I could have just bought like several kilograms and made my own. And that's what I did, and now I'm gonna keep drinking taro every day.
We found this antique store called By My Old School, which was really close to my grandma's old neighborhood, Timing Hall.
So By My Old School is basically a thrift store slash like movie prop rental place.
Yeah.
I think like
because they have like a lot of like stuff from old Singapore, so
when they have like a movie production or something set in the olden days, they will kind of like work together.
yeah.
I think it's by appointment only, and I think you message them on Facebook if you want.
Which is what we did.
Which is what we did.
So I bought this amazing Power Rangers cup, like this little jar.
I thought it was really pretty.
It's very nice.
Very nice.
Oh yeah! There's a little prop for my upcoming music video, which is gonna be like in the kitchen of a Chinese restaurant, listening to some music on this radio, and then it's gonna like switch the channel, and my song is gonna come on.
Ooh.
Oh, press play, everybody!
That has like never been done before.
Ouch! It's a screwdriver. Chinese medicine powder that my uncle bought for me. Also in Chinatown there was an old man selling a bunch of vinyl records, and I found some cool ones. I really like Chinese opera, and I've been using it for inspiration in some of my upcoming music. And so we bought this one right here.
It's so funny when you look at like these old records because you really have no idea what they sound like. For example, this one. The cover is so cool. For example, you bought this one just like based on the vibes.
Sometimes I do like cover art for albums, and One of the
If you're looking for a graphic designer, he does graphic design work really well.
So one of the designs I made is like also with a picture of this fruit durian, and so I just found this in the same shop. So
it's gonna be really fun to listen to this.
Yeah, maybe we can insert something.
Yeah, we should insert our first reaction.
Yeah. And this is a dragon bracelet and a dragon ring, which they feel like really good quality actually, and we bought them at Jurong Market. My uncle like won.
He haggled the shit out of that lady.
Shit out of that woman. He was like picking it up and like throwing it like
this.
This
why would I pay for this?
Well, get like $10.
Your Singaporean family are ruthless hagglers. Your father too.
Yes.
Oh shit. I didn't see how that they were like lobotomized. This little elephant, I'm not gonna show it. Yeah, so in the same fashion as the bonsai trees and...
Oh my god, there's like $100 in here. No, just kidding.
We don't know when to stop, and we really like collections. If you have one good thing, sure. If you have two good things, I don't like it. But once 20. You have 20, and it shows commitment. And now I've started collecting lucky cats. We're debating whether or not to buy them because we didn't really have room in the suitcase, but we were both like, I've never seen this style before. I've never seen them be all pearly. They are so unique. You can't find these anywhere. And then once we had bought them, every shop we went to, every restaurant, every other thrift store, we found exactly these ones, and we were just like, I ordered one of these by accident on Amazon once because I had to like fill up my carts and I was like, I can't restock. And I love this brand. Compared to like expensive ones like Winsor & Newton, I think the paint sticks to this way better, and I've had so much more control painting on this. I see that they exist on Shopee, like the Singaporean Amazon, for like $4 each. So I bought like 10. And they were so heavy to carry home. You had them in your backpack. And then we also carried a big bag of snacks that we have gotten from Andy's and relatives.
It's like rice crackers, a whole bunch of like Pringle knockoff,
Oreos,
a lot of Oreos, like purple sweet potato chips.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you like it, and if you do, I really recommend checking out our Singapore vlog and also our relationship Q&A if you haven't seen it.
And follow us on Cyborgs Making Out.
Yes.
God damn it!
Goodbye!
Bye bye!
Ja, okej. Men inte stuga grejer, det blir fult. Eller hur?